I'm 93 years old, 93. And if there's one thing I've had more of than most people, it's time to watch how lives unfold. I've seen people rise from nothing, and I've seen people with everything lose it all. I've watched dreams built slowly over decades, and I've watched them collapse in a single year. And after all that time, after all those stories, I can tell you something most people don't want to hear. 95% of people don't fail because they lack talent. They don't fail because they're unlucky. They fail because of one mindset. A mindset so common, so subtle, that most people don't even realize they have it. And the worst part, it feels comfortable. It feels normal. It feels safe. It's the mindset of, I'll do it later. Later, I'll start the business. Later, I'll fix my health. Later, I'll spend more time with my family. Later, I'll become the person I know I can be. Let me tell you something from a man who has lived nearly a century. Later is the most dangerous word in the English language, because later turns into next year. Next year turns into someday, and someday quietly becomes never. When I was 28 years old, I had a friend named Daniel. Bright guy, smarter than me if I'm honest. He always had ideas, big ones. He wanted to start a company, said he'd change the way people lived. But Daniel had a habit. Every time opportunity came knocking, he'd say, "Not now. I'm not ready yet." He wanted more time, more certainty, more comfort. Years passed, then decades. At 60, I ran into him again. No company, no legacy, just a quiet regret sitting behind his eyes. He told me something I've never forgotten. I spent my whole life preparing, but I never started. That sentence haunted me, because it's not rare, it's everywhere. Most people think failure looks like trying and losing. No, that's not failure. Failure is never stepping onto the field at all. Failure is sitting in the stands, analyzing, planning, waiting, while life moves on without you. You see, people don't avoid action because they're lazy. They avoid action because they're afraid. Afraid of failing, afraid of being judged, afraid of looking foolish, afraid of not being perfect. So instead, they wait. Let me be very clear with you. Comfort is where dreams go to die. Now, don't misunderstand me. There's nothing wrong with enjoying life. But when comfort becomes your priority, growth disappears. I've seen people choose comfort over opportunity again and again. They stay in jobs they hate because it's secure. They stay in relationships that drain them because it's familiar. They ignore their potential because change feels uncomfortable. And slowly, year by year, they shrink, not physically, but internally. You want to know what separates the 5% who succeed? It's not intelligence, it's not connections, it's not even luck. It's this: they act before they feel ready. They understand something the rest don't. You will never feel fully ready. Not at 20, not at 40, not at 60. That feeling of readiness people are waiting for, it doesn't exist. Clarity doesn't come from thinking. It comes from doing. You don't figure life out by sitting still. You figure it out by moving, failing, adjusting, and moving again. I didn't understand this when I was young. I overthought everything. I waited for the right time, and I lost years because of it. Years I can never get back. Let me ask you something. How many ideas have you had that you never acted on? How many chances have passed you by because you hesitated? How many times have you told yourself, "I'll start tomorrow"? Now ask yourself this: how many tomorrows have you already wasted? Because here's the truth no one likes to admit. Time doesn't slow down for your hesitation. It doesn't pause while you figure things out. It keeps moving, with or without you. At my age, you start to see life differently. You don't think about what you might do someday. You think about what you did and what you didn't. And I can tell you this with complete honesty. The things that hurt the most are not the risks I took. They're the chances I didn't take, the conversations I avoided, the dreams I postponed, the moments I assumed I'd have later. If you want to escape the 95%, you need to make one shift. Stop asking, "Am I ready?" and start asking, "Am I willing?" Willing to be uncomfortable, willing to fail, willing to look stupid, willing to learn. Because willingness is what creates momentum, and momentum changes everything. Let me give you something simple, not complicated, not theoretical, just real. 1. Start before you feel ready. If you wait for confidence, you'll be waiting forever. 2. Take small actions daily. You don't need to change your life overnight. Just move forward. 3. Accept failure as part of the process. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of it. 4. Stop overthinking. Thinking has its place, but action is what creates results. 5. Protect your time. Time is your most valuable asset. Treat it that way. When you're young, you think you have time. When you're older, you realize time had you. It was never yours to waste. And the truth is, most people don't realize this until it's too late. If I could go back and talk to the younger version of me, I wouldn't give him complicated advice. I'd just say this: stop waiting, start now. That's it, because everything he was waiting for was waiting on him. Now listen carefully, because this matters. If you're hearing this right now, it means you still have time. Not unlimited time, but enough. Enough to change direction. Enough to take a chance. Enough to become the person you know you can be. But only if you act. Don't be part of the 95%. Don't let comfort steal your potential. Don't let fear disguise itself as logic. And please, don't wait for later, because later is not guaranteed. But this moment, This moment is, so use it. Start now. Even if it's messy, even if it's imperfect, even if it scares you, because one day you'll be where I am, looking back, and when that day comes, you won't wish you had waited. You'll wish you had started sooner.